Here with Point Park University women's basketball coach Tony Grenek as part of the River States Conference Women's Basketball Media Day. Coach, thanks for joining us here today.
Well, Kevin, thank you for having me.
Coach, there's always a level of excitement anytime you're about to tip off a new season. Your thoughts on getting a new year underway?
Oh, it's very exciting. We have a lot of new faces. We brought in 10 new players, and they're all freshmen. Really, none of them are transfers. We do have a girl that did go to school last year but did not play coming in. So we'll be very young and green in a lot of areas. However, we have a nice roster size, and we're pretty athletic in my opinion.
Who are one or two returners that you're going to lean on this year in terms of leadership and their overall play?
Well, I think Tyra James, Michelle Burns, Bailey Mook, Ariana Sanders, Carly Lutz, those returning group, even Sierra Dawson, they have provided great leadership in this preseason. They've stepped it up. I'm proud of them. They brought the team together. They're demanding quality practices and workouts from the younger girls, and they're doing it the right way with a lot of positive energy.
You mentioned the new faces, the 10 freshmen. Go through some of those that you feel like are going to make an impact on this year's team.
Well, to be honest with you, I think all 10 are going to make an impact. You have people like Taylor Kirshner, Taylor Wren, Caitlin Wiscombe, Skylar Aiken, Jordan Yaniga, Jordan O'Malley. I can keep on going. I honestly can't name them all off by hand without a list in front of me, but we are, Sierra Sonetta, we're very good at a lot of levels, and we have a lot of depth for this upcoming season.
You've talked about the returners and the newcomers. Do you feel like there's a good mix of guard and post players? You feel like you're good in both areas? And
yes.
Talk about your depth chart a little bit.
Yeah, I would say we're probably about 3 strong in every position right now. At the point guard position, I forgot to mention Lexi Pettit, who's an excellent point guard out of Ohio. You throw it with her with like a Skylar Aiken, Michelle Burns, you're pretty solid at your one spot. You have the off guards of, we probably about 7 or 8 of those. I would say 4 or 5 power forwards and a couple legitimate centers, to include Carly Lutz and a freshman newcomer, Emily Fuller. So, we're excited. We should be able to get up and down the floor a little bit, pressure the ball, and, from that standpoint, I'm very happy what we have accomplished so far.
If you could pinpoint one thing night in and night out that you have to do to be successful this season, what would that be?
Pressure the basketball, defend and rebound, get back in transition. That's kind of like, I think because of our travel situation in the River States Athletic Conference, that you need depth. If you're only 6 or 7 players deep, as much as we travel and as far as we travel, getting on a bus after 7-8 hour bus rides, it's not easy. You need bodies, you need fresh legs. And I also think we have some athleticism. Another freshman I forgot to mention is like Tessa Liggett, very athletic, like Jordan Yaniga. We'll be able to get out, pressure the ball with these long, tight, rangy kids, and pressure the basketball.
Season starts in less than 2 weeks. Talk about your schedule and in particular what's in store around the River States Conference.
Schedule-wise, we have a full slate of 30 games. I love the way they're spread out because, for example, we'll have some time to be able to take off during Thanksgiving, which the girls are going to need. And then we'll be able to come back, play an out-of-conference game, and then after a week of being back in school after Thanksgiving, start conference play, and I've always liked that. Luckily, we'll be able to do that in January before the start of the second semester as well. We'll have a nice little 10 or 11 day Christmas break, be able to bring the girls back, practice a couple days, play a non-conference game, and then kick right off into conference basketball in January and February.
What do you think you're going to encounter in the River States Conference yet again this year?
In the conference, it's probably going to be another war of attrition. we have some great teams in the league. If you look on the other side, IU Kokomo, Cincinnati Christian have made great strides in becoming superior teams, along with your typical, your Alice Lloyd, your Indiana Southeast. Midway's going to be much better. Asbury's going to be much better. I mean, they're all well coached. Brush is always tough, and the travel has a lot to do with it. So this year we'll be heading to Midway and Asbury in one trip, so it'll be difficult. However, now the Brescia teams in Indiana Southeast, they got to come to us. On our half, West Virginia Tech is very good. They're the defending champs. They'll be good once again. They're solid. Rio Grande's very good. They were excellent last year. They had some very unfortunate injuries, and plenty of them, and a lot of those girls are returning. IU East is always good. Cincinnati or Ohio Christians will be much improved, and Carlo will be good. So, I mean, it'll be great. It's a lot of fun. But what I like about our on-a-conference schedule, it's very balanced, where we'll be able to take a look at a lot of things and try to find a style of play that will be beneficial for us.
And finally, Coach, the goals of this year's team. What do you want to be doing in 2019-20?
Well, of course, you want to make the playoffs. It'd be great to win the conference and win the conference tournament and qualify for nationals. But I think being around here for so long and experiencing a little bit of everything, from winning championships to coming up short to not qualifying for the playoffs to being knocked out in the first round, I think we're at the point now, me as a coach anyways, I just want to take it one day at a time. I'm going to enjoy the ride. I love the youth and the talent that we brought in this year. And so if we can just do it one day at a time and get a little bit better and have fun, and the girls are working, I'll call that a successful season.
All right, thanks for joining us, Coach, for River State's conference Women's Basketball Media Day from Point Park University.
Thank you.